Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of my Dark Souls 3 quality build playthrough. My name is Tebril, and today we're going to continue our journey throughout the Cathedral of the Deep. In the last episode, we went a little bit deeper into the Cathedral, exploring its heights, and we explored its lows a little bit, but today we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of it all. So, we're going to avoid that for now, as we have already gone up there and explored pretty much everything there is to see. We are going to go over here, which will take us down to, which is funny because we're going up, but it'll actually take us to the proper parts of the cathedral. Now there will be a couple enemies here and there, but the ones you really have to worry about are the giants, which fortunately we already took one out on one side. That is the one that we are really going to have to worry about, though, because he is actually blocking our path forward. However, because we cleared this area up, we are actually able to go ahead and explore it quite thoroughly without too much trouble. So let's go ahead and do that really quick, just for completion's sake. No really need, you know, not to, I suppose. And much like the swamp area, if you want to get through this area fast, you can just use the bandit's knife special stance ability, and it'll basically just plunge you through the area really quickly. They're pretty good. Oh, it looks like he's thought he was ignoring me. I think he's stuck on a statue actually, which is kind of funny. Let's see if he ignores me further. Kind of suck to fight him in here. At any rate, there's a door up there which can be opened. I can't remember if it can be opened now, but can be. And here is the maiden set. I'm not going to wear that, as I don't think that's very suitable for combat, mind you, but roleplay purposes could be alright. Let's roll around in this crap and grab this. Another soul. Delicious. Alright, let's open this up. Now, this doesn't really open up to a very large area. In fact, it's a fairly small area, which has a nice view. And that's pretty much about it. So this gorgeous view. And it does have a nice view. It's very pretty. A lot of places in Dark Souls 3 is very pretty. Okay, so here we got the Saint Bident, which is kind of a weird weapon, to be honest. I haven't really used it much. It's a faith weapon that's has a weird sort of like spear set, if I remember right. Like, as far as I'm aware, I mean, I guess it might make an okay spear weapon, but I wouldn't really recommend it if you're doing it normally. Where the hell is my weapon? There it is. Almost didn't see it. And here, over here, Homer Bones. So those are nice. So yeah, we see the bridge in which we traveled on a little bit. See castle and areas we've been to before, kind of. So it's just a nice little area here, but there really isn't much else to this. You can pretty much see that there was, at one point, what seems to be a path or something down there. And it would have been kind of nice to see what this area would be like in its glory days. A lot like a lot of other Dark Souls places. So it's kind of a shame about that. Wonder if anybody's done any sort of like recreation art of Lordran or Lothric or Drangleic in their heydays. I think it would be kind of cool to see. I'm sure it's been done. Anyways, we're not going to really worry too much about going on the sides over there, because there really isn't a whole lot over there that we haven't seen already. So we're just going to go over here, and, well, this guy is going to be here. Now, there are a lot of guys here with a all sorts of ickiness. It's weird because a fire arrow didn't do much damage, but a fire bomb did. Anyways, he will splash this crap at you if you're not careful, or if you attack him from far away. Really, the challenge about this guy is all of these guys right here. So you just want to see if you can get some of them close to you without aggroing him. That way you could just get him out of the way and done with. They aren't that hard to deal with, especially if you have a fire weapon, which I can't remember if I do. If I do, I might want to... Yeah, I do. Let's go ahead and just switch to that then. As you can see, a lot more damage. These slimes, much like other slimes in Dark Souls, are very weak to fire, with the exception of the ones that are in a secret upcoming area, if I remember correctly. So we should be good now, I think. Alright, so let's see if we can take him out. Ah, damn it. See, that's what I'm worried about. Because he actually isn't that bad by himself, but the slimes just make this a lot harder than it should be. Oh, at least he can actually damage hit them. I actually didn't know that. Oh, don't want to get too low on my Anyways, as you can see here, he actually isn't that hard to deal with. It's just all the other things that are chipping away at me. And I got him. Okay, so that's good. So now we just need to deal with these guys. And really not a whole lot left here. So I meant to go back to my fire sword, but I totally forgot I de-equipped it. So I'll just deal with them the old-fashioned way. Won't be too hard here. Okay, so there we go, and now we're free to explore this area without too much trouble. And this is the Drang set, and hey, a large Titanite shard. I actually need that, that's good. Which, of course, I believe it refers to Drang-laic. And another Pale Tongue. And a Soul, okay. Go ahead and grab this. And the Drang Hammers, which is a pair of weapons, which is, I think, is unique to Dark Souls 3. It's a weapons that go in a pair. Like you hold them in one hand each, if I remember right. I think, anyways. I thought that was it. I know there is some like that. Oh yeah, there we go. I have to press the Y button. So yeah, I haven't really used them, but I've seen some people PvP with them before. Better get my shield on. At any rate, we are almost done here. Now, there isn't a whole lot of trouble here. I mean, there is that guy there, but the trouble is from these priests rather than the guy himself. Looks like I'm running out of arrows there. What type of arrows are those? Standard. Bought a bunch of wood arrows and a bunch of feather arrows. Shouldn't be too much of a problem here. Oh, almost. Ah, damn it. Oh, okay, got the attention of one, I think. Guess he just didn't care about his comrade then. Alrighty, that one's good. Now again, fight smart, not hard. You can go in here and pull them one by one normally too. But you want to just make sure that you're actually prepared for this. And that's why I really, really like the sword arts in this. Oh, hey, look, I got a mace and a cathedral helm. That's pretty cool. Now we're going to want to pull back here because those guys, I think, can attack you. And this item we saw earlier just kind of hanging over here. Just an ember. Now this over here is a shortcut. Now I'm just going to run across it really quick just so I can activate it. Just if we need it later, which I don't think we will, but accidents can happen. So just keep that in mind. Famous Serge Tankian quote. Alright. Now let's just take him out. Oh. Just one normal hit should do it. There we go. Nice. Alrighty, now there's just those two up there. And I will happily dispatch of them. Much like this hollow sword should do. And they disappear, which is weird. Usually enemies like that disappear like that denote something of significance, that they were unique in some sort of way. Now there is a couple signs that you can get here. There is Henri. And there is Horace. Now, I don't really need a summon for this fight, but I believe in order to continue Henri's quest, I have to do a summon for this. So I'm going to take her for this one. So, let's go ahead and continue. And you can get, the Blade of the Dark Moon Lady here as well. Or, yeah, Cirrus of the Sunless Realms. I don't think you need to, for this boss in order to continue her quest, though. Okay, so this is a interesting boss battle in that one of these guys, the guys that is glowing red, is the one that actually has the health part decreased. The rest of them are just normal enemies. So the kind of challenge here is to take out the normal enemies and they'll constantly respawn. Just so that you can get up to the one there that actually has the health bar. And then it'll switch to another random one and the process repeats. Now they're going to have a little bit more health than normal because of course I have a summon. And then eventually it'll get to a point where one specific guy has it all the time. And then some other sorcerers will come, start channeling some spell, which is a pain in the ass to deal with. But it's not really a hard boss fight by any means, it's just a little tedious. It's very interesting in what they were trying to do, however, though. Taking these guys out, because I think these guys are the ones that channel a spell later. Yep, there's the spell. Oh, ow. So, you want to be a little careful here, but it actually isn't too bad to deal with. Oh, I don't know what's happening there, to be honest. And there we go. That's the deacons. Oh, wait, actually, he has a little bit of health left. There we go. All right. So, yeah. That's the Deacons of the Deep. Not a hard boss fight by any means. And Henri disappeared. At least I think you need to do that part for Henri's quest. At any rate, this is apparently the grave of, God, for some reason I forgot his name. He is the big sludge monster in the first cutscene of the game. He was some big deacon guy who ate so much that he bloated and turned into a big blob monster. So this was apparently his grave or something of the sort. Of course, he is still very much alive. At any rate, though, now we can rest at this bonfire, nice and cozy, and we are pretty much done here. There is one small little bit I want to check out, just really quick, because there is a bit of a quest that we can do with Sigurd. I can't remember if I already did it, though, so I'm going to have to check. I don't think it triggers until after you open up the doors to the outside. Yes, yes. See, now where is that well? There it is. See, and he only does this when you get extremely close to this well, which is a little confounding.
Anyone there? Anyone at all?
Yes.
Oh. I know that voice. Just how long has it been? It's me, Siegfried of Katerina. I'm loath to admit it, but I've been had. Someone's swiped my armor. Did you happen to see it anywhere?
Unfortunately, not yet.
Yes, I see. Not to worry. Great planning begets great fortune. An old tenant of the Knights of Katerina. And I am a master planner, I do say.
If you say so. At any rate, we need to get his armor. Now, a certain cleric-hating bandit has stolen his armor, and really, there is two ways to get it. You could kill him, if I remember right, when he's wearing it, and he only wears it in a very particular instance in this cathedral, and I can never figure out how to trigger it, to be honest. Like, there is a specific way you can trigger it for him to show up in the armor, but it seems to be very weird. Otherwise, you have to meet him at least once, and it's usually in the tower area. And after that, you can go ahead and just buy the armor off of him. Oh, hey, look who it is.
Oh, and we meet again. We spoke before on the road of sacrifices. Henri of Astora, I'm well pleased to see you safe. We reached the Cathedral of the Deep, but Aldrich's coffin was empty.
Oh, Aldrich, yes, that is his name.
Kind
of like Eldritch.
His true home. The little doll in the empty coffin told me. Aldrich is said to hail from Irithyll in the Boreal Valley, an ancient fabled city. A pilgrim told me that the city lies beyond Farron Keep, and so becomes our destination.
Alrighty.
Aldrich's honest appearance.
Yep. Alrighty, so that is good. Now, let me see here if I unlocked our patches. I can't remember if I've actually encountered him before or not, because he'll be right here. Now, to get him to activate, generally, let's go ahead and grab this seed, and generally you have to go up here, and and then go throughout this area over here. Now, we've already been up here before, if I remember correctly. See? That gate closed. Now, there wasn't anybody actually there, but that's just, you know, how it went. But now he is here.
Sorry, friend. Be more careful. By the gods, curiosity is gonna kill you kittens. Some places are better left alone, you know. Oh, sorry. Am I a tad too late? Have no fear. There's beauty in death. Besides, you're surrounded by ladies. Every man's dream, right?
Oh, Patches.
Oh, no matter. I'll look after things. By stripping every last trinket off your corpse, you're gonna make some lucky customer very happy.
Okay, let's see if that's it.
Oh.
Okay, yep. Now, I can't remember if you can just bone out and then it'll be fine, but you can drop down either over there, which I have done before, and that was a pain in the butt, or over here, and it'll basically do the same thing. However, I'm just gonna go ahead and bone out if I can. Yep, I got plenty, so I'll just go back to the shrine bonfire. Then after this, you could just go right back up there and talk to him. Whoop. This is a little bit of a miscellaneous stuff I'm doing just before the next episode, but I think it'll do fine. Just to present things all up, nice little bow.
Ah, okay. Now, hold your horses. Let's have a nice talk about this. I'll come clean. I did you wrong. I didn't mean it, though. Not one bit. You get these urges, running the business and all, and I hate myself for it. I do.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know what I mean. Terrible, really. But I can see you'll forgive me. You're alive, after all. And that's what counts, right?
And you can forgive him.
Oh, fantastic. A wily second chance. I knew you'd understand. I just knew it. The heart of a lion. A model for the rest of us.
God.
A true friend. Forever.
Oh god, his dialogue. At any rate, you can sell items to him. I can't remember if there's any items in particular which are better selling to him, but hey, here's Sigurd's armor. I think you only need to buy his helm, gauntlets, and the actual armor part. I don't think you need to buy his pierce shield. But Patches has a few unique items that you can buy off of him, including things like poison arrows and a few other things. I can't remember if he actually gains other stuff until later on. But yeah, you just need to go ahead and buy the Katrina set from him. Which unfortunately is a lot of souls, but you know, we're kind of swimming in them.
Thanks, good compere.
Okay. So a guy tries to kill us, and then we give him money for armor he very, very conveniently stole. So, now we're going to go back to Sigurd really quick and get that all done. Alrighty, let's go back to the cleansing chapel and give Sigurd his armor. Alrighty.
Merciful.
And back here. Let's go ahead and take care of this one.
Quite a... Maybe I can fashion a replacement from... got to use my head and think.
God, he reminds me of Winnie the Pooh. We just throw the armor down there for him.
Oh, my armor. My deepest gratitude. I, Siegfried of Caterina, salute you. With my trusty suit of armor, I'll be out of here in a jiffy. Until we meet again, comrade.
Everybody has to end their sentence with a laugh. Alrighty, so, it's weird because I figured if he could just get out of here at any time, why doesn't he? Is it because he's naked or something? Or is it just a pride thing? I don't know. It just seemed like that he could actually get out of that well at any time. He just wanted to have his armor first. Weird. Any point, though, I think that's good. I can't remember if I need to talk to him after that. Let me just check really quick.
No need to worry about me. With my trusty suit of armor, I'll be out of here in a jiffy. Until we...
Okay. Alright. Okay, so that is it. So we're going to go over here, and I think that'll be the end for this little set here. Now, in the upcoming episodes, we'll probably go ahead and finally get to the crypts. I don't believe I did that part yet. And then we'll go on to Irithyll. But for now, this is the end of the Cathedral of the Deep. So, thank you all for joining me in this next episode of my Dark Souls 3 quality build playthrough. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, everybody, and take care.